Hello again everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today Asobo, Microsoft have released Sim Update 3 for us all today, the 9th of March. And of course that includes the new edition of Contrails, which is really exciting. So we're taking out a first look at the new update. And in the process testing the very latest A32NX features too. So to try and explain how the new Contrails features work as best as possible, really, at least in the way that I understand it. It's linked to your saturated air temperature, which is your ISA, and your altitude, basically all linked together. So you can manually change your ISA in the weather menu here, but it's also relevant to your altitude that you're flying at. Currently we're at flight level 190, and if we go to the flight deck, you can see that on the lower recam page you can see the saturated air temperature, SAT, is minus 40 degrees Celsius, and as you recalled a minute ago there was no contrails. So if I go to the weather menu and look at the ISA page and I change that from 17 to 18, the saturated air temperature now changes to minus 41 degrees, the true air temperature changes to minus 24 degrees, and outside the flight deck we get contrails. Close up they look really good, but of course you go further away they turn into sort of like block texture pixels, but still really nice addition to the sim and look great at night. Birmingham Airport down below. So let's change the time of day. So then, moving from live time to take a little look at the contrails and see how they work at different times of day and night. We go from current time, which is 17:44, we'll go all the way back to night time. And if we go to about 6 in the morning when the sun starts to come up, we can see those contrails starting to form with all those volumetric strobe lights from the fly-by-wire mod, which looks so good. And we keep clicking through, and you can see there, just as the sun starts to come up, it really shines and lights up those contrails. They look really cool. And through the day, as the sun's brighter, we lose the effect somewhat. So we're now sort of 7:30 in the morning, going towards midday now, and you can see those contrails get washed out somewhat, but that's pretty good. So coming towards the end of the day then, back to just after live time now, so this is 16:50 in the sim, rolling forwards to 6. Love these effects, really good. What I'd really love to see is at some point in the very near future the contrails forming on the wings themselves, so that unmistakable look of contrails on the wings during those foggy days or damp humid departures, or really particularly cold days during rotation on takeoff or landing. You get those clouds, condensation forming on the wings. I'd love to see that modelled in at some point in the future, of course. And then go into night time. You can see just as the sun's kicking up, you can see the end of those contrails on the end. So currently it's quite noticeable, different light conditions, the blocky low quality textures at the end over there, but looking really good for contrails in fairness. But there's no severity to it. So if I turn the ISA to minus 52, it hasn't actually changed it for us. So from a distance then, using the drone cam and the flight recorder so I can catch a replay, we're having a little look at the contrails from a couple of miles away from the aeroplane itself, and they look really good, I've got to say. Do like that feature. So there's a little preview of the new Contrails effects inside Sim Update 3 that's been released today. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't done so already, make sure you click that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified when our next streams are live. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in a live stream in the very near future.